So it is day one of my journey to Istanbul. I flew all the way from Florida to Toronto, Canada, to Amsterdam, to Istanbul. So I took 3 connecting flights, and Canada Airlines lost my luggage. Yay, I'm here with no luggage. It freaking sucks. So basically, I brought a carry-on bag, okay, specifically because I did not want to check in a bag and risk it not arriving. And when I boarded my first plane, they're like, the overhead bins are full, we have to check your bag. And I begged them to not check my bag. But they had to, so it is what it is. But I called, they found it. It'll probably be here by tomorrow or God knows when. And yes, I'm using a filter because I don't have any makeup, and I don't know anybody that would really want to post a video on YouTube without any makeup on. So cut me some slack. I'm going to be trying out different filters throughout this video until I can get my makeup. And so far, all of them have managed to make my nose look like Michael Jackson. It's horrible. So I have traveled here to Istanbul for forehead reduction surgery. As long as I've been alive, have been bullied for having a really big forehead. I'm Dominican. It's just in our genes, honestly. You go to DR, a lot of people have big foreheads. It is what it is. But then you come to America, where the beauty standards are somebody like Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian, blah, blah, blah. You'll notice that a small forehead is what's really, I guess, socially acceptable. Whatever the fuck. Anyways, it's always made me feel really insecure. Even as an adult, like, I still get teased for having a big forehead. So it was made worse by the pandemic too, having to always wear a mask. All you could see were my eyes and my forehead, and those really aren't my best features. And to be honest, I feel like when adults bully you, they're a lot meaner about it than kids are. Kids would just say things like, oh, fat forehead, 5 finger forehead. Like, adults are way more brutal. So, yeah, I'm here, and today's my first appointment, meeting the surgeon and just going over everything. I have to make my payment today, and I will let you guys know how it goes. My doctor is Dr. Senji-san Ezekieli. I really hope I didn't butcher his name. I hate when people butcher my name. But he has a lot of great reviews. I found him doing a Google search. It was a very extensive Google search, and that led me to his Instagram. I saw his work. I love it. He's great. And now I'm here. What drew me to getting my surgery in Turkey instead of the US is obviously, number one, the price. It's 2 to 3 times cheaper to get it done in Turkey. I did, talk to other doctors in the US before coming here, and their quote was just insane. I can't spend 10 grand on a surgery. It's just not happening. That's insane. 3 to 4 grand in Turkey gets you a 5-star hotel for 7 days. It gets you a luxury taxi with all your transportation covered to and from the airport, to and from the appointments, to the hotel. Versus in America, it's around 10 grand or even more, and it doesn't include anything, like not even your labs. Like, you have to pay for your labs and your prescriptions. You have to cover your own hotel and transportation too. It's just not worth it to me. And honestly, a lot of people in Europe come to Turkey for plastic surgery because it's cheaper. This specific procedure is not very common, and apparently here in Turkey there's a pretty big market for that, along with hair transplants. So I'm confident that my doctor knows what he's doing. Hey guys, good morning. So today is day 3. It's now 5 in the morning. I had my consult with the doctor yesterday. I think it all went pretty well. He measured my face, told me what he can do, how low he can go, and I'm very happy with how low he can go. So basically, he's gonna be cutting out this shitty freaking microblading, and he offered me a hair transplant to my temples to kind of cover this side because they can't cut all the way down here. So I'm considering that, but I think I'm gonna come back for that one. I don't think it's smart to do them both at the same time. So I have a 1 to 2 night hospital stay at the clinic, and I have my bags packed, which are pretty much shopping bags because I had to go shopping for a couple things. By the way, I didn't realize how cheap it is to go shopping in Turkey, and their outfits are really freaking cute. Okay, so if you're coming to Turkey for surgery, definitely bring an empty bag so you can go shopping and buy a whole bunch of stuff and fill it up, take it home. The clothes here are so cute, and it's like, European clothes. So I bought this outfit super cheap, barely cost a thing. I think 2 pants costed me $14 on my Chime card. Also, another tip, Chime doesn't charge you international bank fees, so that's a total saver on this freaking trip. I didn't know that, and I exchanged some money at the airport, which was kind of smart because I needed money to tip people. I like tipping, especially in this type of country. But yeah, definitely use Chime. I am so excited for my forehead reduction. I can't wait to see it. I took my hair vitamin last night. I've been taking it for the past few weeks, and I can't wait to have this gone and finally be able to go swimming without having to freak out about my head and actually get my hair wet and dive. I live in Florida. I love going to the beach and springs and the pool, and it really sucks when you can't just submerge and be a mermaid. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to just not care anymore and put my hair back in a ponytail and a bun and just not give an F. The freedom is what I'm ready for. So, wish me luck. Hello. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll be right down there. Thank you. It's time. So I'm in the taxi. It's like super nice and modern. This is their own private car. Um, yeah, it's really cool. So I wanted to get a glimpse of this. My driver right now, he's talking to the front desk. I guess he has to confirm that I'm in the vehicle or something. I don't know. I'm here at the surgery center. The doctor just finished marking me up and stuff. So, can't wait for you guys to see my before and after. Hey guys, so today is the day after my surgery. I've been in the hospital for an entire day. I'm about to be discharged soon. I'm just waiting for the nurse to come in to clean my incision. So I've been bad, and I took my dressing off because they put this Mepilex tape on my head. And that dressing, I'm in the medical field. That dressing is not meant to go on your head, okay? I have bald spots from the tape yanking out my hair. So that's the second time they put that dressing on my head. And if I wasn't so doped up, I would have definitely told them not to. But yeah, so I removed it myself very gently with some oil and water and did my best to not get my incision wet because you definitely don't want to wet your incision. But yeah, so I'm just waiting on her to come in to put the antibiotic creams and stuff on my head. So far, I love my incision. I love the placement of my new hairline. It's amazing. I can't wait to go swimming. I still have this ugly microblading here, but I'm gonna try to get that removed back home with this new procedure that they do with saline or whatever to get rid of it, because I can't laser off my tattoo. It's gonna laser off my hair. And if I can't get it removed, then I'll just have to kind of let it fade on its own and possibly come back for a hair transplant in the future, which is what the doctor recommended. He also said that he could remove this the same way he lowered my hairline, by cutting off the skin in the future. So I am going to take that into consideration too. I want to see how my scar heals before making any more big decisions. Yes, I'm still using a filter on my face because my luggage has not arrived yet. It's here in Istanbul. It made it to Istanbul, but it's not at my hotel yet, so I don't have any makeup. And like I said, I'm not posting any videos without makeup on. It's either makeup or a filter, okay? Not fair. My hospital stay was very pleasant, I would say, for the most part. The food looked really good. I couldn't eat on my first day. I was just so nauseous from the anesthesia and the medication that I had absolutely no appetite. But then it hit me late at night. So luckily I was able to go downstairs and get like a cheese sandwich with cranberry in the middle. Thought it was kind of odd, but it tasted really freaking good. It was on a sesame bagel bun. Amazing. 5 stars. My only complaint really is one, the dressing that they put on my head. I hated it. That is just not an appropriate dressing for my scalp. And two, the pain medication is just not strong enough. Before coming here, I had a medical procedure in America and it was a surgical procedure. And so my experience having surgery over there and surgery over here is very, very different. Over there, I woke up from my procedure in pain, like in a lot of pain, because they're cutting you open. And mind you, my incision that from that procedure was like this big, okay? It was a fifth of what I have in my head. And I was in a lot of pain immediately. Like the nurses rushed over, gave me what I believe was fentanyl, actually. So I felt very gross the next day, but my pain was gone. Like I did not complain of pain after that. And then they gave me more pain medicine to make sure that my pain wouldn't come back during my stay, which I believe what they gave me after that was OxyContin. Here, the pain medication is different. The pain medication here is not as strong. After surgery, I had to wait a while for medicine. They gave me morphine, which again was definitely not as strong as what we get back home. What else? They were giving me this IV medication for pain as well after the morphine. And I looked it up. It's actually a stronger version of ibuprofen. Okay, so definitely not enough to control my pain. Thank God that I still had some hydrocodone from my other procedure, so I was able to take that to manage my pain while I was in the hospital. So I recommend that if you have your own pain medication at home, bring it. Bring it all, because you're gonna need it, okay? Because what they give you is just not enough, especially if you're coming from America. You're used to getting stronger pain medication after surgery. And this is a very long incision. It is very painful. I've also been managing my pain with the muscle relaxers and gabapentin I was prescribed back home. So that helped a lot as well, because you do feel some numbness and tingling around your incision. And the muscle relaxer, it helped. Okay, it all freaking helped. I also brought in Advil for any breakthrough pain. That helped as well. I brought Arnica, which I haven't touched just yet. They did prescribe me a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna show you guys what they brought me in my little medication goodie bag for my discharge. I know you're in there. Gosh, I'm like wrestling with the bag. So this is what they were giving me through the IV. It's called Arvelis, which is also short for dexketoprofen. Okay, so it's ibuprofen. I looked it up. It's pretty much related to ibuprofen. This is something that they don't use in America. It was actually discontinued for us, but it's still a really good medication. It's a stronger version of ibuprofen, pretty much. This is Augmentin. It's an antibiotic. I'm supposed to take this twice a day, every 12 hours, until it runs out. Okay. This is an oil that they prescribed me, which I was actually shocked to see, but it made me really happy because I do love herbal medicine. It's St. John's wort oil, and she's going to show me how to apply this and when. This is bacitracin, so it's pretty much like Neosporin. Okay. So this is definitely going on my incision. I'm waiting on the nurse to come and do my wound care and, you know, go a little bit more in depth into it. This cream, I believe, is supposed to help prevent hair loss. So Bepanthen Plus. And this is a vitamin that they prescribed me again to help prevent hair loss. I also brought my own vitamins. Let me show you. So something I've been taking even before my procedure for months on and off is Viviscal. Viviscal helps with hair growth. It is, in my opinion, the best pill for hair growth. I've seen it work. I've actually seen it work so well to the point that when I shaved down there, I was getting ingrown hairs. TMI, I know, but it does help with hair growth. So I've been taking this while I'm here as well, taking it every day, because I definitely don't want any hair loss. That would seriously suck. I also recommend you bring your own stool softeners because the anesthesia and the pain medications can constipate you and most likely will. I recommend you do like a bowel cleanse at least 2 days before the procedure and then eat very light the day before. You know, you have to fast after midnight the day before the procedure. So just keep that in mind. You definitely want to cleanse your bowels because you don't want to end up needing an enema, honestly. So I was put under general anesthesia, which means I was put to sleep. I can feel in my throat that they intubated me, okay? That's why my throat is so hoarse. It's kind of scary being put under general. You don't know how your body's going to react, but I was told that it went very well for me, okay? My main goals post-op is 1, to control the pain, which right now isn't so bad, and 2, prevent hair loss as much as possible. 3, prevent infection in the incision, because if you get an infection in your incision, it's on your face, okay? That is like the worst case scenario. Definitely want to keep this clean. My incision looks really great. Like, the doctor did an amazing job. I'm glad he didn't do that shark tooth incision that I've seen a lot of other doctors back home do. Even me and my boyfriend agreed, like, that just looks horrible. I'm also glad that he didn't shave my hairline, because I've seen doctors do that again to other patients who've had the same procedure, and that hair is very difficult to grow back. Like, you're shaving somebody's baby hairs pretty much, and those hairs do not grow back at all. When they shave your incision, it makes it very visible afterwards. The scar is going to be very, very visible afterwards. So I'm glad that he didn't do that. I'm very, very happy with the technique that he used. I'm happy with how clean my incision is. Like, this is going to be so easy to hide. Okay, if I've been hiding my forehead for so freaking long, the last thing I'm worried about is hiding a stupid scar, honestly. That's going to be so easy. A little bit of makeup, a little bit of my hair forward, maybe cut out some baby hairs. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's not going to be that hard. I'm so happy. And it's the perfect height because I do have a long face. So he didn't make it too small like Kylie Jenner, Bella Hadid. He made it fit my face, which is amazing. He measured me before surgery and told me what he can do, showed me the dots in the mirror, the placement of where he feels that the incision should go. I 100% agree with the placement of my hairline, okay? It looks amazing. Sorry, my boyfriend just texted me. It looks amazing, and I can't wait for it to heal so I can actually, just show off my new face. This is life changing, and I'm just so happy that I have a normal forehead, to say the least. Another thing I forgot to mention is that the doctor and I spoke about my eyebrow placement after the surgery, because your eyebrows will be a little bit higher after a forehead reduction. And so I let him know, hey, I really don't want an arch, okay? It just makes me look angry. It's ugly. It looks manly. Please don't arch my eyebrows. Like, what he did is perfect. The eyebrow placement right now, I'm feeling it. I'm totally feeling it. It's freaking perfect. And I noticed that it did lift my eyes a little bit. And my eyes have always been a little slanted. And I always thought it was kind of unattractive. But with the forehead reduction, my eyes did lift up and it looks really pretty. Like, my whole face just looks so beautiful right now. And I am in love with myself in a way that I have never been before. So as for family and friend support for the surgery, my family thought I was freaking crazy for coming to a very foreign country to get surgery by myself at that. Especially knowing how close Russia and Ukraine are to Turkey, they were really freaked out. Like, my brother was freaking out. He's like, "You're going to the war zone." I'm like, the war's not in Turkey. I've already researched this. It's pretty safe to travel overall in that aspect. My sister thought it was cool. She's like, "Wow, Turkey, that's a beautiful country. I've always wanted to go." My mom doesn't know much about Turkey, so she was like, "All right." She was scared for me. She doesn't like me traveling by myself. You know how mothers are. My dad doesn't know why I'm here. My mom didn't want to tell him, so we just kind of kept it at that. My best friend also thought I was crazy, but she was happy for me because she knows how much I've wanted this procedure. Same with my sister. She was happy. She knew that I really, really wanted this procedure for a very, very long time. I mean, I've been researching forehead reduction since I was like 14, okay? Years. I've been researching this for years. So my sister was happy for me, best friend was happy for me. My mom, when she saw that I came out okay, she was happy for me. My boyfriend is happy that I'm happy, even though he's upset because I didn't wait for him to be able to come with me. It was kind of an impulsive decision. I couldn't wait anymore. I could not wait anymore. But yeah, I came by myself because I feel like I am a smart, educated woman who has been very well traveled, okay? And I felt like everything was gonna go well for me because of the experiences that I've had in the past. Like, I know what to do and what not to do. And so, yeah, don't talk to strangers. Don't take a taxi with strangers. And then you won't get taken. Make sure to watch your back. I went to the mall. I survived, okay? My boyfriend was freaking out, thinking that I was gonna end up like the chick on Taken. No, that did not happen. My taxi driver from the clinic was actually very sweet. He even helped me cross the street. My Uber driver was very nice. He took the route that was on the Uber map, so he didn't go around in circles to try and get more money. And the Uber was extremely cheap. It was like $4, not even. So my experience so far has been very great. Make sure to do your research before going to certain restaurants. One app that I've been using that I really love is Yemexepeti. It's pretty much their version of Uber Eats. And they even bring you whatever you need. Like, when my luggage didn't come and I was stuck at the hotel, I ordered from there and bought toothpaste, a toothbrush, deodorant, like all the essentials. There was a lot of stuff that they didn't have, but overall, like the very main important essentials, they were able to bring me. And of course, they have lots of food to choose from, even food from the market, like fruits and veggies and juice, chocolate, chips, that type of stuff as well. You can order different food from different restaurants, and they have the photos so you can kind of like see what you're ordering too. And they're really good. So when I was in the taxi, we passed by one of their corporate centers and I saw all the little Yemexipeti bikes and it reminded me of DoorDash. It was really cute. My hotel is pretty far from the touristy area, which I'm very happy about because usually crimes against tourists are committed in the touristy area. That's been my experience every time I've traveled. When things went wrong, it was in the touristy area. Like, I got my phone stolen in France, but guess where it was? At the Louvre. Okay, the most touristy place in France. So just keep that in mind when you come to Istanbul. I definitely recommend being a little bit away from the touristy parts because that's where you get harassed by men and haggled and things like that, things that you just don't want to deal with. So keep that in mind. Another tip that I definitely recommend is dressing modestly. Remember where you're at. Okay, the hospital doesn't really care what you wear. I've seen girls walking around in sports bras and stuff because we're recovering from surgery. Who cares? But outside of the hospital, like when I went to the mall yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before yesterday, to go get a few essentials and some clothing, all I had was my tank top, and on top of my tank top, I had this sweater, and I just got so hot in the freaking mall. Even though it was freezing outside, the mall had the heater on. So I'm in the food court and I'm sweating, like sweat is dripping down my face because I've been walking around the mall shopping. As soon as I got my food from the food court, I sat down, I took off my freaking sweater. I couldn't, I was so hot. And I noticed that when I did that, everybody started looking at me. It was very awkward. When I looked up and saw that a lot of people were staring at me, I'm just like, crap, I know they're staring at me because I'm wearing a freaking tank top. And yeah, so I was stared down while I was eating because I was wearing a tank top. So I definitely recommend dress modestly. I have seen girls walking around in crop tops down the street and stuff. So Turkey isn't really that strict when it comes to what women wear. Like, I would say half of the women I've seen had their hair covered, the other half didn't. I know they're not big on that. I believe there was a year where they even banned head coverings. But I personally think it looks beautiful. Like, I bought my own head covering just because, you know, I wanted to look decent when I go outside and not look like freaking Frankenstein and then really have people staring me down. But yeah, dress modestly. I just wanted to announce that it is 9:51 p.m. on Saturday here in Istanbul. I've been in Istanbul since Tuesday. Today is Saturday. I just got my luggage right now. Fuck you, Canada Airlines. I literally leave home on Monday and today's Saturday. I would only have my luggage for a day.